Alright, welcome to my Guild Wars series. I kind of did a fake out in my Guild Wars 2 video. Caught a glimpse of this, but it's going to be its own series. My brother will be joining me shortly. Not in-game, he's going to be streaming Guild Wars 2. Oh, that's him. He's got some hang-ups on playing Guild Wars 1 again, so I will not... probably won't be buying it for him, 'cause, like I offered. Most of his hang-ups involve a crappy experience with customer support and recovering our old account, because we played like a year and a half ago or so, and I had that old account that I had since my teens. It was originally my brother's, but I kind of like absorbed it as he got more into Warcraft, and I more and more, like originally we had like a 4-4 split in characters, and then I just kept like absorbing it as he lost interest in this. I think eventually he had like one character that belonged to him as I was like got my first job and started paying for like character slots. I think we had up to like 12 at one point, and he only had like one little itty bitty side character that I think at one point I had them all. And when we came back to the game a year and a half, 2 years ago. Oh, you know what? I should turn off chat. Yeah. He rolled a new account. But that old one, the one that I absorbed, it got hacked over the years. It got turned into a bot. They cleared out my crafting storage, and it was like starting over again. But I had all my unlocks, all my heroes. My heroes generally still had like green boss gear and all that. I had no money. And we played for a few weeks, and then I lost it again because it got hacked again, because I guess that email was just in a hacker's rollout of potential hits. And then my brother contacted support about it, and according to him, some issues arose where they just kind of banned the account outright because like too many issues happened at once. So we lost that whole thing. And I think he still has that side account. I don't know what email he used, but now I recently purchased this fresh account, and it's still my Guild Wars 2 account, so the email is more recent. My authenticators are more up to date. So I shouldn't have too many issues here. Now I am going through the Prophecies campaign, which I consider to be the worst one only in I guess what I would call hindsight. Hindsight or retrospect, I don't know which. I just reviewed it for my Tumblr, and I mentioned that back when Prophecies was out, it was all you had, so they had to they designed it where it takes a while. So you start down here, and it takes you all the way. Like this is by the time you get to Lion's Arch, you're like level 10 maybe, but this is a shitload of content for the missions only give 1,000 experience. And the side quests only give like 250 to 500. That's not a lot, trust me. So this is where when you're a different campaign, this is where they land you, and I've been just kind of progressing through it so I can unlock hard mode. Like even here, I'm only facing level 16 enemies. Oh, there's a level 20. See, they expect you to be level 16, so this level 20 is supposed to be like an actual boss. Oh, this is the one where I have to like hold the points, I think. I gotta talk to him, I think. No. Oh, yep, here it is. I gotta take this over here. There we go. I'm kind of autopiloting a little bit. Because I find Prophecies to be the most boring campaign to play. I rolled a Necromancer in Prophecies and got her out of pre-searing as soon as I could. And I think making her Prophecies was a mistake, because in order to get those 2 attribute quests that give you like 30 skill points, there's 2 different ones, 15 each. You have to like go past like Ascension, which this character's not even at yet. Ascension is like over here. Which will happen once I think I get past this area. There's a mission over here. I don't know if you see my cursor. But yeah, over here on the left, there's a mission, I believe. I think there's a couple things here that I don't remember. And then that's Eye of the North. And then they teleport you over here somewhere at some point. And there's like 3 missions over there. It's a lot of content that my Prophecies character has to get through. My Necromancer. I want my Necromancer to have a melee build, but in order to do so, I need like an endgame elite. In addition, that the anniversary event introduced a soul reaping scythe. That apparently is just absolutely required because a Necro Dervish build doesn't really call for... And I've looked up multiple ones. None of them have any points in Scythe Mastery. That class combo doesn't lend very well towards giving you both Necro skills and Scythe skills, because a lot of your strength comes out of like a couple of Necromancer skills that do AoE damage based on like if your enemy's hexed or whatever. So a Necro Dervish build doesn't really utilize the Dervish enchantments all that much. I'm thinking about just doing it anyway and just running like a poor man's version of it. But it's gonna be a little awkward. Probably won't have an elite for a while, but in Prophecies that's not as much of an issue. Not when I've got a Mezway going. I don't know how much to explain or over-explain depending on what kind of viewers this might get, because on one hand I might be talking to people who are just looking up Guild Wars videos and they might already know everything that they need to know about Guild Wars and they're just kind of watching somebody play. Or I'm talking to people that are looking it up because they don't know what the game is like. It's fun. It's simple. I would say it's not difficult, but it can be if you don't really know what you're doing. I was explaining to my brother on our walk to the store today that I caved and bought all the core skill packs. They were $10 each, so that was like $40 in total. Just so my heroes could have all the skills available so they could actually be kind of useful. And I think that was a good purchase because now I can like just solo the game without begging for help every turn, for every mission. Alright. Okay, that blinked over there, so I guess I'm going over here. I don't see a thing. Let me drop that. Oh, that goes away. Alright. Attune both something or others. Okay. Let me pull them. Y'all go deal with that. I think this is one acts like zone control where I have to do 3 of them. Okay, my brother's gonna be ready in 10 minutes, I see. One thing I didn't mention, I am on a dervish, but I am running a dagger build just as a change in scenery. The main build that I didn't quite like as much as I wanted is a Vow of Strength build. It's not that one. It's probably hidden, isn't it? No, it's Earth Prayers. So, attacks with a scythe deal, for me it would do like 40 or something damage to all adjacent foes whenever you attack. So it's very passive. And it's not very effective when enemies aren't really bunched up. Attune the henge portal before the white mantle do. So where am I going for that? Can I go through here? Oh, I thought that was blocked. Okay, this is the one that's like zone control. It will not be very difficult for me with my heroes. I am running something called a Mesway, which involves 4 mesmers, a Bloodist Power healer because it gives all my mesmers energy regeneration, which they sorely need to remain effective. And usually like 1 or 2 flux spots. I use a ritualist. She's pretty strong. Okay, y'all stay there and cut them off. I do not have a run speed boost. Oh, they're coming up there. Oh, they split a little bit. You bastards. Damn it. Are there any enemies over there? Alright, no. Alright, y'all go over there. Deal with that. Where are the enemies going? I sent my healer over there. I'm an idiot. Hey.
Hey. Get in the stream so you're in the chat.
Okay. Oh shit, hold on. I'm on like a time sensitive mission. Give me a second.
Okay.
It's like a zone control thing. I need to. Oh, I didn't realize what I had to do on this mission. I really need a run speed boost. Damn it.
Yeah. So hey, guess what?
What?
I got my mic on this time.
You
and I've got
fucker.
Discord as an audio source. Zydrate is playing Guild Wars 1 and running into some trouble.
Yeah, where's the thing? There it is. I'm dumb. Okay, I need to cap this before somebody else gets to it.
I bet I know which one you're doing.
Yeah, Aurora Glade.
I don't know it by name, but I know the map. The 3 or 4 different control points with the NPCs recapping as you move along.
Yep. I got it though. We're good.
Loki's watching, by the way.
Oh, nice. Hi, Loki. Kill the Henge Guardian. Why can't I go down here?
That's what she said.
Haha. I don't like people touching my henge.
It's not a scout, it's a kill.
That was a Sheogorath reference. He doesn't like
Yeah.
people touching his fringe.
Yeah.
I need to publish the last 4 episodes of that. Haven't gotten around to naming those episodes. They're uploaded. I just haven't named them.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, that also reminds me, I'm not in the time-sensitive part anymore. Twitch, come here, complex.
Yeah, Loki, his lunatic fringe.
Hi, Loki. Now I am basically streaming. We're doing some weird shit. I'm gonna be interacting with chat without actually streaming. My viewers are gonna be confused.
It's a cross-platform. It's a double cross-platform collaboration.
Yeah.
I'm streaming on Twitch. You're recording on YouTube. I'm playing Guild Wars 2. You're playing Guild Wars 1. And Loki's studying for an exam.
Oh, Loki's not actually like present, kind of. Okay.
No, he's got us on the side.
Yeah. Okay. So, the reason I was confused that you hadn't done Cantha yet is because you're running around in the Canthan specialization, in Canthan armor and all that. I thought you had gone through it at least once. You just sported the vibe.
Right.
How are you enjoying it so far? Sorry.
How am I enjoying what so far?
The Cantha.
I'm not there yet.
I thought Aurora grew up in that content.
No. Aurene is in Eye of the North.
Oh.
Yes, I'm still in Frostbrood. And Loki is listening.
Okay.
You gonna say hi, Loki, again?
Hi, Loki, again. Henge of... Oh, this is a port town. This city never got much use.
Are you in my chat yet?
Yeah. I'm in there.
Cool.
Me. Okay, where go? What do?
Yeah, no, my whole thing is that I just wanted to, like, I at one point wanted to roleplay this character, but not as a char, but as a char-shaped jade automaton.
Okay.
In the style of Canthan technology, but constructed by an Asuran.
Hmm.
How can I help?
While I'm not entirely sure if that's lore viable, I think Guild Wars canon is a little more like loosey-goosey than, say, like Elder Scrolls lore is, which has full novels of law written.
I still think that there's some loosey-goosey lore in Elder Scrolls. Like,
I mean, I agree.
I mean, like a prime example is, like, there was this really heated discussion about whether or not automata could be sentient. And, like, there's no examples of sentient automata in the game. There's that dragon or whatever that I have yet to encounter, because I think it's in a trial. But it's not fully sentient. It went crazy. Right? But that doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yeah.
It just means that it hasn't happened yet.
Sometimes with MMO role players, the absence of something means that it's not a
It's
thing.
hard evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. That I find that way too limiting.
I have
Now,
I have a related story, but finish your thought.
I'm all for like operating within established lore, but I also think that it's for writing purposes, it's important to understand that you can still create new things within already established lore. Like I'm role playing mud crabs as like literally inventing spells that we see in Elder Scrolls 3 and Elder Scrolls 4 that haven't been used yet in Elder Scrolls Online.
It could be a parallel thinking thing, though. He may not. He thought he could have been. He could have thought of it independently, but other mages figured it out as well.
Well, sure, yes. I'm not saying that he single-handedly, created the whole like mark and recall mysticism school of magic. I'm just saying that he's developed he's developed it in his own way before it becomes like an established staple of that school of magic.
Yeah. But
and he's got it backwards. Right? Instead of marking the location and then recalling yourself to that location, he marks an object and recalls it to whatever his location is.
Yeah. But back in our Warcraft heyday, when I was my golden age of role playing, I was playing my Death Knight, my Kyr Kenneth, who exists here. She's my necromancer.
Sure.
And like they had their own subcanon, kind of like what we were just talking about, where they were playing the team that killed the Lich King. So they were kind of doing their own like subcanon because actual lore has to keep that.
I need you to pause.
Okay.
I triggered spoken dialogue.
Okay.
And of course, as soon as I tell you to stop, it stops.
Can I continue with the story?
So start over. In World of Warcraft, Kyr.
I was part of this guild, the Black Rose Guard. I think they're not around anymore. They've split up and they're in different MMOs. So
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it was a great guild, like great people. Like he was very stringent on who he was recruiting. Like mostly pretty mature and stable people until they weren't. One person kind of broke up
for you.
Yeah, one crazy chick kind of broke everything up, but before then it was really good. They role played the team, like the 10 or 12 people that like assaulted Ice Crown Citadel and killed the Lich King themselves.
Loki says, "Wait,
yeah,
we're not your golden age of RP."
The Thieves Guild was, and now I'm kind of after the split, I'm kind of in a sort of lull now. That 9 months was excellent until that came crashing down. But so what I did with Kyr is I had her like do this whole plot line where she found some of the shards of Frostmourne and crafted it, and it was a whole thing. Like she, in character, like almost got killed by one of the Black Rose Guard members because they were so scared of what she could do with that. And then like 2 months later, they introduced the artifact weapons that was coming in Legion.
That included pieces of Frostmourne.
Everybody gets Frostmourne. You get Frostmourne. Your daughter gets Frostmourne. Frostmourne for everyone. And I was pissed.
To be fair, only Death Knights.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still. And specifically Frost-spec Death Knights, but you could acquire all of them.
Speaking of Death Knights, do you remember Mograine?
Vaguely. I know the name. Was he the Lich King after the plot?
Sort of. He was one of the Apocalypse Riders, and then he kind of became the leader of the Hand of Acheris, or whatever the Death Knight Order became after.
Okay. He wasn't
Darian Mograine.
I'm thinking of Bolvar. Who was the Lich
Yeah,
King
Bolvar Thor Dragon.
after we kill Lich King? Who's the guy that puts on the helmet?
That was Bolvar.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of. All right,
No, I'm talking
continue with
about
you.
the-
Continue with your thing.
Darian Morgraine became the leader of the independent Death Knights
Okay.
that broke off from the Lich King.
Okay.
Voiced by Taliesin Jaffe.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you told me that the other day.
Yeah, I just found out during his first podcast with Ashley Johnson.
Oh, the weird kids.
Yeah, I love that podcast.
We only
But
get
I
like
don't
half
think
of it though, because I think they paywall the
Yeah.
other half.
Yeah, I was afraid they were going to paywall all of it and just have the first episode on YouTube, like Dropout does with
Yeah.
Dimension 20.
What's that emoji Loki posted when we were talking about the Golden Age? I can't tell
Which
what it
one?
is. I only see.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a cup. It's cheers, like glasses clinking.
okay. I know I'm not
Zybeat
streaming.
Doesn't do Twitch chat, folks.
Yeah. I could see the chat from where I'm sitting. I just can't tell what that emoji is. But fun fact, I'm not streaming for beers. Okay, I'm not streaming for Loki to see, but I am playing the leader of Shadowcrest right now. I'm kind of voguing her at the moment. This is her. I'm gonna screenshot this because she looks cool. No black on her, but she's got the purple and gold, which is cool. Come on, man, you come back.
Hey Loki, you want to know how to get free beers? You get a
There we go.
beer, you drink the beer, and then you get a meese, and you put the meese in the beer. You take it back to the store, eh? And you say, hey, there's a meese in my beer. And you get a free beer
Is this a reference I'm not getting?
from Strange Brew. It's Rick Moranis,
Rick. Okay.
classic joint. It's from like the 80s.
Avoid detection on your way to the temple. Oh boy. Does it auto fail if I just start killing?
what a Shadow Crest thing to say.
Yeah, it's just like there's nobody can report me if there's nobody to report me. I'm gonna look this up before I like fail it.
Can't have witnesses if there's nobody around to witness.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and do your research. I got to do some voice dialogue right now.
Okay, what is this? Riverside Province. Oh, this mission can be done without fighting much of anything by avoiding enemies or running past them. Okay, so I can technically just alert them. But I can kind of like avoid. Okay. I just don't really know where to go is the problem. Like, I'm running Mezway against a bunch of level 16s. I am under no threat here. Oh, there's Sadra, so I probably have to go that way. He probably deafened to listen to dialogue. Oh, nope. That ain't
Nope,
it.
I'm just letting you babble while I'm listening to dialogue.
Oh, sorry. That's the risk of double streaming, essentially.
Yep.
Different games. I mentioned in my, like, what happened walkabout video where I'm not the kind of recorder that feels the need to, like, fill the dead air, but I am in a game like this where there's not much to see.
What, in Guild Wars?
Yeah, like, even right now, I'm just running across a field.
Yeah, not much to see because everything is in 800 by 600 textures.
Shots fired.
Okay, probably got some more voice dialogue coming up.
Remember, you can deafen me. So set up a hotkey in Discord or something so I can talk to my viewers while you absorb lore.
Okay, I don't know what I'm actually doing.
I can only see like the bottom half of your stream because I got OBS on top of you.
So you're looking at Magraw's Pete's.
I see a couple blades.
Oh, well, right now it's a loading screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Oh, this is a flashback sequence where I'm somebody else. But
You know-
I still have all of my skills.
Okay. I was about to say, like, Guild Wars 1 has this bonus mission pack where it's kind of like that, and I don't like going through it because I like having my own stuff. But it has some pretty cool skins as weapon skins as rewards.
Oh, this isn't a flashback sequence. I'm scrying on something in the present.
You know, I was a little afraid of Prophecies going to be taking a while, but not only am I running an overpowered Mezway, they only throw like 3 enemies at you at a time.
Guild Wars was crafted before the era of like group size affecting mob density, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, wait, when did Guild Wars come out?
2005.
Oh, well, I'm incorrect then. When did Prophecies come out?
2005.
Yeah, even
That's the
more
same thing.
so. Hey, what's up, Mike? Welcome back. I got Zydrate in Discord with me. They're playing Guild Wars 1 and recording for their YouTube channel. You should check them out. I got their link pinned. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is awesome. And even more awesome, unlike yesterday, all of my chatters came in to greet me yesterday, and my mic was off for the first half of my stream.
You know, I feel like if they were a true viewer, they would have been like, hey, by the way, your audio's not working.
I saw a couple of regulars that didn't say anything. I'm yapping away in silence, and nobody said anything.
Fake friends.
But, fake friends, that's not fair. They probably just had, they were, when I say regulars, I'm talking about the people that pop in and lurk. Just to support me. They don't actually watch. They probably didn't even notice.
Yeah.
But, and this is why I labeled it Stream of Consciousness, because I was going to say stuff and then forgot because I veered off.
That's the nature of streaming. I do that in just these recordings.
But, you know, theoretically, you could record your videos as normal while also simultaneously streaming to YouTube.
I could do that, especially with Guild Wars, which takes up like no resources. I couldn't do that with like the newer stuff, because then everything would start lagging. I've tried. I did it with Titanfall 2 back in the day, and everything was a slog.
Maybe recording utilizes more resources than streaming does, because like right now OBS is telling me it's only using 2.8% of my CPU power. But yeah, I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes not actually doing anything, because when I get to talking, I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I can't stream and chew bubblegum at the same time.
That's a quality you kind of have to adapt out of if you really want to be a serious streamer, because they have to. That's also why I think Achievement Hunter in one of their like off-site, or not off-site, but one of their podcasts, Michael was like, you know, when we're playing, we're doing so many things at once. We look like we're bad at video games. We're actually not. We're just doing so much shit at once, where they have to be entertainers and also provide gameplay content, and it's difficult.
Sure.
It's a skill, and not everyone
Yeah.
has it.
Well, also, a lot of the streamers that I follow will occasionally pause just to have conversation with the chat.
Thank you, Loki.
What if, Loki, and hear me out, Zydrate, you too, hear me out. What if recording to a solid state drive?
Isn't that what I'm doing? I don't know.
I don't know what your configuration is.
The only extra state drive thing I have is that external one that I'm installing certain games on. Everything else is
Yeah.
just straight hard drive.
But also, regardless of whether or not you're recording to the solid state drive or not, we're both working with basically like 10-plus-year-old potatoes.
Mine not so much anymore, except for the
Well, no, all
my
of the hardware's
graphics
still the
graphics
same.
card is no Cody. I'm sorry. Remember, I upgraded a grand worth like a year ago.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, my motherboard is new, my processor is new, and something else I forgot is new.
Yeah, ship a Theseus.
Yeah, sure. I get that. My graphics card is still pretty old. Is my hard drive I don't know. I don't.
Zydrate's main like OS drive is a traditional hard disk drive.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
They've got
That sounds
an
correct.
external. They've got an external. What is it? 2 terabyte solid state drive
Yeah.
connected via USB.
And that I install like other just games on it. I don't. My OS isn't on that or anything like that. Oh God, I've made a mess here. Oh God, I wasn't paying attention. Oh God, I'm actually under threat.
And this is the one that you're supposed to not be in combat.
Yep. And I just initiated all of the combat. I don't really know how I was supposed to. Oh, you know, well maybe I was supposed to go around there, maybe. I don't know, but I killed everyone, so it's fine. Oh, somebody died. Bye, Libya. Rip.
By the way, I wanted to ask Loki, Mike, even Zydrate, you've got me on stream too. How is the video quality? Is there any graininess? I know that Twitch has its own compression.
When you do
whatever,
severe
but-
turns or if there's a lot going on at once, right now it's real crisp because you're not moving or doing anything. But when you yeah, there's a little bit of grainy sandiness when you do that. It's
But
the
is
same problem I have.
Is it unwatchable in those moments?
No, I wouldn't say unwatchable.
Can you tell what's happening?
Yeah, well
Okay.
enough.
Because in your older Oblivion videos, before you tweaked your settings, there were moments of a few seconds at a time where it just wasn't watchable. I had to turn away because it was just
Yeah.
it was just it looked like a puddle of mud. And
Loki-
not the band.
Yeah. Loki just has you in a tab somewhere.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Where go? What do? Oh, I'm here. Something was supposed to happen. Avoid detection. Talk to Dinas to get the scepter. Escape to the bridge to the... Oh, I never got the scepter. Oh, shit. Where do I get that?
happened?
Where the hell is Dennis? I think I just cleared this whole level without doing the objective. I'm looking at the map on the side here. Objective.
I spent so much time wagging my jaw that I missed out on part of this event. Like, I just didn't go through the dialogue fast enough, so I missed out on lore.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Where the hell is Dinus? Okay, I'm supposed to grab the scepter from him, and a cutscene's supposed to happen. But I'm here. Where the fuck are you? Talk to Dennis to get the scepter. Escape to the bridge to the northeast.
Wait, you're updating Warframe Loki through a mobile hotspot?
Oh my god. I gotta run back through this whole mission to find some NPC that I had to talk to. At least I've cleared a path. But on the other hand,
What I'm doing.
yeah, on the other hand, this is kind of why I don't typically record MMOs. A lot of dead space.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like why I like doing what we're doing, where we're just kind of yapping a little bit. I'm holding Alt, trying to find the green name pop up. Because I have no idea where this person is. Oh my god, is he all the way in the beginning? Fuck me.
Yeah, I guess it's not so bad that you got something to do while you're waiting for that update to install, but still, that's brutal.
The wiki doesn't say where he is. It's just talk to him. I wonder if I just completely autopiloted through the beginning there and...
Yeah, that's kind of what's happening to me right now. I'm getting my ass handed to me.
Okay, Dennis never had any dialogue, so he didn't talk at me. Was I supposed to go here?
Mike, you still with us? You lurking?
Yes! Oh, okay, I was supposed to come up here. I don't have to go to the beginning. Is Mike one of your regulars?
Yeah. Welp.
The thing only says two. You only got 2 eyeballs, so I think that's just me and Loki.
That isn't entirely accurate.
There's there's like a hefty delay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, brutal! I can't mount here. I did this. I'm supposed to do this multiplayer mission. It's very clearly meant to be like a group type situation.
Ah.
But nobody's in it. I'm doing this by myself.
Okay, I'm here, but how do I get in?
Yeah, Loki, I get that. I remember there was this era of there was like an era in Facebook when higher quality phones started coming out, and like it was like just before 5G. It was like right on that threshold. So mobile internet speeds were a lot faster, and like there was this whole era on Facebook where like people would post images on on their timelines. Only they weren't images; they were actually videos. They just looked like images. They were still images with just very slight animation, and by default at that time, Facebook would loop videos, so people's mobile data was getting eaten up, and nobody knew why. I caught onto it right away, and I would try to explain it, and people were like, "You're out of your mind. That's not a thing." And I'm like, "No, no, it's just look at the video from your web browser on your computer. You'll see there's like a stop and like a pause and a play button. It's a video. It's not an image." And they're like, "You don't know what you're talking about." And then it came out that that's what was happening, and like, of course, nobody remembered the conversations that we had had. So when I was like, "I told you so," they were like, "No, you didn't."
My brain completely checked out there. I didn't understand anything.
Yeah, well, typical.
Prophecy's
The
mission.
problem.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Prophecy's missions have this like tendency where they really want you to map out the zones. They have you travel all throughout a zone.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Well, that's where the prophecies is kind of like I got the impression prophecies is where they got the idea of map clearing in Guild Wars 2.
No, they had the idea when they introduced hard mode with the vanquishing and stuff, and I don't know when titles and stuff were introduced, but they have mapping titles where when you explore the
Oh
full
yeah.
zone, it's at thresholds like 60%, 70%, 80%. It's like Grandmaster Cartographer, and it's for each area.
Right, but didn't prophecies have like incremental rewards? Didn't that introduce incremental rewards?
What do you mean
The way Guild
incremental?
Wars 2 has. So like you get a reward for filling a renown heart in Guild Wars 2. You get a reward for doing all of the vistas. You get a reward
Yeah,
for
I'm trying to think of a
discovering
Guild
all
Wars
of
1
the
equivalent.
points of
I
interest.
can't think of one. They just give you
Okay.
experience and items. That's all it gives you.
Okay. It's just more refined in Guild Wars 2, I guess.
Yeah. I enjoy. Oh, Livia's stuck somewhere. All right, whatever. We're done. I enjoy zone clearing more in Guild Wars 2. I don't like chasing points of interest down, but I like doing the hearts because the hearts give you more than one objective in ways to fill it. So,
Yeah.
with the occasional exception, you can choose combat in some of them.
Right, right. I'm okay with map clearing in the base game. I cannot stand map clearing in the expansion content. And I don't know what it is. It's not any different. It's just like I do the map clearing in the base game, and then by the time I get to the expansion, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I just want to do I just want to do the story.
I think it's
I
because
didn't know I could get into the tank.
they they expect you to use more of the expansions like systems, if that makes sense, in their map clearing. Oh, this is gonna be
I don't
easy.
know.
I did the wrong thing. I'm stupid. Come on. Alright, we're getting off prophecies a little bit because the Zacian dailies got refreshed and some of them are kind of easy. What is happening? Why am I... Go here, please. Yes, Jesus.
Sounds like the
I'm doing the thing where I'm
typical game experience I have.
like I'm talking and not paying attention to the thing is what's happening. One of the Zacian dailies is like the starter mission for Nightfall, so it's gonna be piss easy. Oh, but this is the one where I gotta bring some bullshit. I gotta bring the who cares heroes. Okay. The ones I don't use anymore are required for various missions in Nightfall. Do I at least have him like ruined up? No, kind of. Alright, now we're getting into some real content. And I didn't even splice it. That 10-minute splice is going to have a Prophecies mission and some of this.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm kind of glad I started streaming. I don't have to worry about that crap.
Yeah. I liked our chronological run a little bit. But sometimes that's not what I need to be doing in order to progress through a game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a crapshoot. I'm kind of
to streaming is.
I'm kind of accepting that my Guild Wars videos are just going to be stream of consciousness and just go do whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just how it's going to be.
The only real downside to streaming is that my VODs only stay on the server for a week. Only be 2 weeks once I hit affiliate. I could pay for once I'm gainfully employed. I could pay for it's like called Twitch Turbo or something like that. And then I think they have unlimited storage space.
Yeah.
But
I think I talked about
that's really
it.
the only downside.
Yeah, I think I talked about in my What Happened video where I don't lend well towards streaming because it's like I'm just talking to nobody for long periods of time. And like you just said, those videos will get cleared for storage space. And it seems like a waste of my time. It's really good for people that can acquire a following, I will say. I get it. I understand why it's a good platform.
But here's the thing, right? I don't talk when there's nobody in my channel.
Yeah.
Even if there are people lurking, I still don't really talk. I only talk when people are responding. So it really, truly wouldn't be any different in that regard.
Oh, shit. I guess. If I fail this beginning mission, it's going to be fucking hilarious. Oh, do I have the hard mode Nightfall? I don't, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it starts here anyway. Okay, we're good. We're good.
And I started having to. I needed to I need to concentrate on being assaulted by. I should probably take out the portal so I don't get assaulted by waves of enemies anymore.
You look like you're playing almost like top down. I don't
kind of do, depending on the situation.
Okay. I could probably do this multiple times. And we're done. How long did that take? Oh, it's not gonna... Damn it. Did that not... It did, okay. I was about to lose my shit.
Yes, Loki. Distractions.
Distracting comment. Wasn't this just... Oh. It's the zone. Interesting. Alright,
I don't know why
full
my
Mesway
character
go.
shouts Blood Legion as a battle cry when he's a member of Iron Legion. Oh, right.
It's the
I'm
spec,
not
I
my
think.
character right now. I'm scrying. I'm somebody else.
There you go.
I didn't think they would be clever enough to actually change barks for the sequence.
How dare you underestimate them? Alright, this doesn't actually tell me where he is. Alright, homepage wiki, let's
Okay.
go.
Let's not die right now. I said no.
Did you die?
I'm fighting to survive.
Did it replace all your skills too?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now I died. Because the NPCs would rather just tunnel vision and fight. It's weird. Like, up until now, look over there. Look, where? And then I die. Any other, like, up until now, every single time I've been doing a mission with NPC followers, they would pick me up when I got downed. This is the first time they have failed to do that. And I wonder if it's a design choice, because I am running with a group, and as a member of that group that has splintered from the main Char faction. And I wonder if they designed the NPCs to not pick the player up as a reflection of their mentality, like lore-wise. Or I could just be over-analyzing it, and they just neglected to add that behavior to the NPC AI in this sequence. Occam's razor and all that.
Is that the one where the most obvious solution is probably the real one?
It's not quite how it goes, but yeah. The simplest answer is usually the correct one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay, shortcut. I don't know if, because I got a chat overlay sitting right on top of my quest objectives, so I don't know if this stall that I'm in is because I'm failing to complete an objective, or if this is a holdout sequence.
I think you can move your interfaces. You can do that in this
Well,
Guild Wars.
No, I can't, because of the way this application is set up. I've got it set up to be transparent, but if I click on it, it clicks through it. So it's there, but it functions as though it isn't. And it was a holdout sequence. So
Oh, you were meant to go down?
no,
Oh.
just the area that I was in. I just kept fighting endless waves, and I was just wondering if I was supposed to be completing an objective, or if we were holding out there, and we were holding out. Terrifying otherworldly howl. Was that spoopy?
I did a dumb.
What else is new? Hey!
Hey. I took what I think was basically a longer way around to my destination. I haven't said it because you've been talking a lot, but I'm actually doing real content now. I'm doing some hard mode faction stuff.
Oh, nice.
I do need to progress through Prophecies, but the Zacian missions refreshed, but essentially the dailies. I'm not going to do the Vanquish right now.
Visually, I love factions. Mechanically, couldn't fucking stand
Oh
it.
no, I'm kind of with you, to be honest. It really is. I touched on this in my review a little bit. It's the PvP expansion. They wanted you to be level 20 as quickly as possible. They wanted you to get through the story as quickly as possible, just so you could get to those PvP zones.
And then funnel you into the PvP zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my biggest problem with factions, single player content or solo content or whatever you want to call it, was the pseudo body horror zombies.
I hate their explosion. It's a pain in the ass
Yeah.
all the time.
Well, that, but also they would swarm you and just overwhelm you. And those swarms were triggered by being in a specific spot. So you couldn't set yourself up tactically to prepare for the swarm. The swarm would not come unless you were stepping into a specific spot.
I mean, you can plan around that. You can, if you knew the spawns with game knowledge, you could like flag your heroes.
Right, but that's not fair for a new player.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna veer off. It's somewhat on topic. This spot right here that I'm in is one of the sites to one of the major events in Cantha. I'm in the Unwaking Waters Temple. This is in this area that I'm in is in Guild Wars 2. You do stuff here. You quest around here.
Motherfucker tossed me off a bridge.
Almost had a wipe there, but we recovered. Although some of my people have death penalties now. That's gonna make this a little bit more annoying.
Just kill some elites, no problem.
Yeah, right. I guess I should focus the assassins first. This group had assassins, and boy, did they live up to their title. It's like 4 of my heroes went down. We got through it. We didn't wipe, but I was like, damn.
Oh, there's somebody in my public event. I just saw a dragon fly by. I was like, what the heck? And then somebody was on it.
I have not been able to get that I forget. It's got some weird funky fantasy name. Yeah, that. Because the quest involving getting that is so obtuse.
So, there are currently, with the content that I own, 2 ways to get it as far as I know. There's the, what's it called? In Living World Season 4. So, excuse me. So technically, still Path of Fire expansion content is
There it
where
is.
Sky Scales were introduced. There is this absolutely obnoxious series of collections you got to do to unlock it.
Yep. I got through like a third of it and looked at the chain that I was in. I was like, I'm only a third through this after like a whole like 8 hours of running around. I gave up. I'm like, all right, I don't need
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, there is a different path to unlocking it in End of Dragons. You would know more about that than I would.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, that said, even if there isn't, there definitely is an alternate path to acquiring it in the expansion after the secret mysteries of the unknown, or whatever the heck it's called.
God damn it. My objective is right there, but I keep getting hit by patrol groups.
Yeah. But
Oh God, there's a shit over there too.
what I read about it was that like the mastery paths are essentially the same between the two expansions, but for people who are particularly dedicated and do the masteries for both expansions, some of the overlapping masteries get bonuses.
Oh,
So
fuck.
at some point, I may go back and do that obnoxious collection anyway.
Oh my God.
That sounded serious.
Oh my God, don't res me. Not in that. Okay.
Amalgamated Meat is the name of this player.
I did all that work and I might not be able to do this. It took 15 minutes to chew through all that. And now my whole group has a growing death penalty. It's a group of 4 elementalists, including the boss, in hard mode. How the
Yeah, those
fuck?
are never fun.
Don't like this. Might not be able to do it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Oh shit, you know what? I forgot about this mechanic. So Factions has something that it never tells you about. If you kneel at resurrection shrines, it summons a spirit and you can pay for buffs that last for 20 minutes.
Day I learned.
Armor penetration, yep, we're gonna go all in. Clear my death penalty, please. That's a lot of money I'm blowing, but it's fine. Okay. Unfortunately, that does not work for my allies.
I guess you're just gonna have to carry them.
Yeah. Well, that's bad for me because that's less energy for them, and that's less heals, essentially. Less damage. Oh god, the healer of course, has the deepest. Okay. We might be alright. If I can't survive that initial spike, it's a wipe. I was trying to pull this group away by like face tanking it and like running back to my group, but the boss has this elite called Ride the Lightning where they teleport straight to me. It's like a shadow dash, but does 300 damage to me.
Fantastic.
And I was like, oh, okay.
That's the type of shit that pissed me off. Like,
I am in hard
everything.
mode.
Yeah, but even in the regular, even in the regular content, things
Come on, come on, come on,
were
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
decisive. Like it was either you either overwhelmed the ambush or whatever, or they overwhelmed you. There was like almost never anything in between.
Oh my God, Livia, please survive. Just... Okay. Alright, how do I do this? Alright, let me cry I'm so unstoppable. Okay, there's one down. Okay, we're doing better. That's better. Alright. We're fine. I had to really outthink this encounter. Woo!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That was fun. I like that I was able to do that. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. How's my... I don't think I want to vanquish this zone. I think that's too much work right now. For my purposes. Yeah.
Why, yes, Guild Wars 2. I absolutely did want to fight a bunch of veteran rank enemies surrounding a champion. Bro, come on. NPC guy.
Okay. Let's go see what my other characters have available. Oh shit, she doesn't even have Chawbeck Village. I think I know someone who does though. Kyre,
I don't understand what's happening right now.
We were just talking about you. Alright, she can only do
It
the
doesn't
one.
look like I'm making any progress for this objective.
Doesn't it give you like a little green arrow?
Orange.
Oh.
It's supposed to, well, now I can't collect, well, I guess I can. I'm supposed to collect mushrooms and give them to this guy. And I've done like 5 or 6. And there's no progress on the orange. Whatever, I'm just gonna go for the boss.
Oh, she already did consulate docs. Okay.
I think the objective is bugged.
I don't know what to tell you, man. At that point, I would like go to the Guild Wars 2 wiki and like look up the quest and then scroll down and see if it's a known bug.
It doesn't matter. It was a side objective.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, let me in. Let me in. .gif. Yes, good. Hard mode. Kick. Oh my god, I can't do this mission because I don't have costs. Ah!
You don't have the what?
I don't have costs because he got captured after some plot.
Oh.
Ah, damn it.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Who do I have here? I have this Paragon. Can she do the normal version? Probably. That's better than nothing. Come, viewers, watch me play this character with only 2 skills.
Yeah, the guy that's in this public event with me agrees that it's probably bugged.
Okay. It'd be like that sometimes. Oh, mercenaries,
Right.
man. I forgot, like, this character has a couple of my mercenaries, which means you can import your characters to be used as heroes on all your other characters.
Yes.
And it's pretty nuts what they can do. It basically...
Well, don't they have the...
What?
Go ahead.
It basically lets you access certain classes that are harder to get, like Mesmers, and you can get them much quicker. And it's pretty cool. Mesmers, you can get 1 or 2 Necromancers somewhat quickly. The third one takes a while to get. Oh, that's a heal.
As mercenaries, don't your characters also have access to their full toolkit that you built them for?
You can upload. They function like heroes. It's just you can access them almost any time, except for, like, if I copied Kaina, I can't use, like, her clone as a hero. But you do have, every time you recruit them, you do have to equip them over and over again. Like, they don't keep the same, like, weapons and runes and stuff. Like, I would never mercenize a warrior, because they throw warriors at you. You get like 2 or 3 with no effort.
Right.
I could see someone doing a Paragon. It takes a while for you to get one of those. Ritualists, you have to like do this random arena thing in Eye of the North and hope she spawns eventually. It is a repeatable quest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of annoying. Like, you have to keep doing it. And you have to bring a cheese build, because you never know what they're going to throw at you. Because they have these... It's a 1 versus 1. It's AI. But they bring a bunch of, like, meta builds against you. Like, there's one... Like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Like, Menlo. They give him the... They give him the 55 health monk build. Which makes him almost unkillable.
Geez.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
I thought that build was, like, defunct.
No, I think people still use it for farming. Like, you don't go through normal content with that. You farm with that, I think. I could be wrong. Alright, that's another 20 coins. Could have gotten more, but that's the the problem with losing an account.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go back to my dervish and continue prophecy stuff. Do I not even have... There we go. This character didn't even unlock her storage yet. That's how much of a fledgling she is. There, you take that.
Hey Loki, how's your lag?